Hey, my name is Sean. Welcome to Echoes in Eternity Bourbon. Have you ever been an artist that's been scared to show their works?
So, you want to be an art dealer. Well, how do you go about doing it? That's a good question, and one that I had to search about in my own life because
So I'm not saying I'm an artist. I'm just a guy that likes to drink bourbon. I enjoy bourbon. And, I've got a store pick coming out. I just got to taste it yesterday after it was finally proofed down. We opened it up. You know, Matt had taken a pour out the other day, but closed it back up and just let it set for a little bit. Let it open up a little bit. Got to try a pour yesterday. Now, for those that know me, know I like bourbon that's kind of, I like sweet. I like a sweet nose. I like a sweeter type of bourbon. I think that this Knob Creek kind of nailed it for me. Very sweet. It's 120 proofer. I was very impressed with it, and I'm looking forward to this going out. I'm going to have a good time with it. Have some tater stickers going on there, and I'll put a tater sticker on the end of this. There's a hunt video today at Maple Party, so I'll put the tater sticker. Look at the pour so you can see what it kind of looks like in a Glen. But just looking forward to that and just having some fun with that. Man, if you're interested in one of those, I have a Patreon. It's in the description down there. Click on the link. You don't have to do a pay Patreon. You can do a free Patreon if you're interested in checking out about the bottles and stuff like that. Because I got some more store picks coming up in the future that I'm excited about too. So waiting for some things to come in so I can try them, or when I'm going to travel to places. So excited about that as well. So I think that'll be very, very cool. Whew, man. Also on top of that, on the Patreon, I'm going to also put the address to the Discord in there. I had a Discord. I released it to the Patreon group first, just so they have an opportunity, because there are some rooms there's a room that's just Patreon only, but give them the opportunity to get into that room. That way, as more people join, it makes it a little bit easier to make sure that we have the Patreons in their room and stuff first, and then it's open to everything. But there'll be some neat things going on in there as well. So in the Discord, I was talking with Whiskey Panda. We're talking, and he brought up a great idea about maybe doing something from your area, maybe kind of like doing just a sample swap and stuff like that. So I'm excited about that. It'll talk about kind of what's going on, some of the different pictures of things that, I'm doing that maybe I don't get to share on a daily basis, but it's also an opportunity for you all to talk, because you guys are an amazing community if you haven't figured that out yet. And a lot of you guys talk in the comments, but this will give you an opportunity then to be into the Discord and talk about, maybe talk a little, to people at maybe a more live level and things like that. So you can reach out and talk to people, even though you're all over different parts of the country. Some of them in Canada. Hey, Chris. But it'll give you a different opportunity to chat, maybe more in a live basis. I like to thank that Muffin Man for helping put that together. And RJ the Fed, kind of pushed on this, and so did Whiskey Panda. So it's live and it's active, and now I want to release it out so everyone then has the opportunity. I may not be able to be in there 24/7 because I'm like you. I work and I have stuff to take care of around here. But I do hop in there and I do love to see the stuff, and I do like to comment on the stuff. And I think it's a great opportunity to continue to build this community. So I'm going to get to the hunt video. You tell me what I missed in there, because I undoubtedly missed something, and I'll see you on the other side. welcome back. So let me know what I missed there. I always miss something. Someone pointed out the Blade Runner the other day that I need to check that out. So it's kind of on my radar that I'm gonna have to get that bottle eventually. I had a great time with someone in the comments the other day that I did the video on the 12 year. We had the Weller and we had the 1792. Had a great time doing that video. I try to listen to what you guys put in the comments because you guys teach me so much, and I appreciate that. The Knob Creek store pick is going live. It'll be at Maple Party Shop. We're still figuring on the release date. We've got images of what the tater sticker looked like, which you should have seen at the end of the hunt video. And once we can get all those in, get them on, I'm going to be signing up the bottles for fun. I think that'll be a cool part too. So doing that, excited about that as well. So looking forward to that. If you have any questions about that Knob Creek, that Knob Creek, it's almost 10 years, coming in 120 proof. Just let me know. I would suggest that you join even just the free Patreon because there's a lot of different information in there as well. It gives you some ideas of what goes on in the Patreon and things like that as well. But man, it's coming out today. It's Thursday. I'm excited about that. We're on Friday Eve, ready for the weekend. You know, it's funny. I was telling my son, I don't know what we're going to do this weekend. I actually had a weekend where I don't have any plans. Next weekend, I'll be up in the Atlanta area. I'll be at Short Barrel. I'll be at ASW. But I'm hanging out with a couple of buddies. This is kind of our yearly weekend trip to kind of get away. Hopefully see a Braves game. Well, we'll see at least one, but maybe we'll see a couple Braves games. And just have a fantastic time and a blast. So I'm looking forward to that. But this weekend, you know, I found that I had something else to do. You know, through Alabama yesterday, we had some real bad storms that came through. And I woke up this morning to find out that a big branch from a big tree had fallen into my yard. So I'll be pulling out the chainsaw this weekend, and my son will be dragging stuff up to the front to get carried off. But I figured out what my weekend plan is now. So that'll be a fun part. But, you know, we'll do that. But it's, you know, I don't get upset with things like that because it's a bonding time. You know, you may think that's silly, but it's an opportunity for my son and I to sweat together and do things together. And, you know, we'll probably, after we get done, you know, I'll make him a good meal or we'll go have a good meal somewhere just, you know, and thank him. And I'll probably throw him a couple bucks too because he works hard for a 13-year-old. I mean, this kid works hard and I'm very proud of him. But I look at it as a great bonding moment and an opportunity this weekend to hang out with my son. So looking forward to that. Man, if you're working today, I hope your workday goes by fast. I hope you're successful and you bring great energy to everything that you do. I hope your teams reciprocate and give you that great energy as well and add to your success while you're there. You know, you want to do good things at work, you know, no matter where you're at working in life. If you're doing a job for somebody, you want to do it well and you want to bring great energy with it. So I hope you bring that great energy. But most importantly, when you get off, I hope it dials it down a little bit. I hope that, you know, we're in that we work to live mode and now it's living time. You know, have a great pour, great conversation, watch a good show. You know, I was watching Warrior the other day. Thank you, Chris, for that. So my wife was probably tired of me watching a bunch of that the other day. It's a very interesting and good show. Now, it is a very adult themed show. It's on Netflix is where I was getting it from, but it's very adult themed. So be careful in that. Don't have any small kids around and don't be expecting to see some words and some imagery. Just putting that out there, but a very good show. So I enjoy it. You know, read a book. I was talking to my daughter yesterday and I was like, you know, because she's really gotten into reading some books. And I said, how many books have you read so far this year? And she's like, Dad, I've read 14 so far. I'm like, wow, I need to do better. But this is something I always encourage my kids to do growing up. And my daughter was like, I always thought you and my oldest son, who's deceased, she always thought, I thought you and little Sean were insane because you guys would read all the time and talk about this. And I'm like, this is just boring. And she says, now I'm reading stuff and I can't wait to talk about it. So get back into a good book or something. Have a great time with that. But most importantly, all, cheers and God bless. I hope you all have an amazing day. Thank you.